Today, we're diving into a car that blends raw performance with refined engineering, the 2025 BMW M4. The M4 has always been a car that sits at the crossroad between track-capable muscle and everyday usability. For 2025, BMW hasn't just made tweaks, they've refined an already potent formula and turned it into something even more aggressive, more intelligent, and more exhilarating to drive. This year's M4 builds on the success of its G82 generation, but with enough new elements to make even seasoned M owners look twice. Let's start with the most noticeable change, the front fascia. While the controversial kidney grills remain, they've been subtly reworked. The air intakes are sharper and more angular, giving the car a more focused, predatory look. BMW has fine-tuned the LED headlight design, slimming them down while improving their adaptive lighting capabilities. These changes may seem minor on paper, but in person, the front end looks more planted, more confident, and more aggressive. But the real magic lies under the hood. Powering the 2025 BMW M4 is the same S58 twin-turbocharged 3.0-liter inline-six engine, but now tuned to deliver even more output depending on your trim. The base M4 makes a healthy 473 horsepower in the standard manual version, while the Competition xDrive now pushes out a ferocious 523 horsepower. Torque delivery is almost instant, thanks to intelligent turbo mapping and refined injection timing. This isn't just a car that goes fast, it's a car that wants to go fast, and it rewards you every time you push the pedal down. That power is sent to either the rear wheels or all four, depending on your choice of drivetrain. The 6-speed manual remains one of the few truly analog experiences in a digital world, and for enthusiasts, it's a gift that BMW continues to offer it. If you opt for the Competition model with the xDrive system, you get the added benefit of switch modes, letting you choose between a WD Sport, and even pure. It's a dynamic system that gives you control over how the car handles based on your mood or the road ahead. Acceleration is brutally quick. The M4 Competition xDrive rockets from 0 to 60 in just 3.4 seconds. But the real story is how it feels doing it. There's no lag, no hesitation. Just pure, unfiltered thrust accompanied by a raspy, metallic exhaust note that reminds you this car was born for performance. And speaking of sound, BMW has worked on refining the exhaust acoustics this year. There's still that signature straight-six snarl, but now with a deeper resonance at lower revs and more crackle on overrun in Sport Plus mode. Chassis tuning in the 2025 M4 is sharper than ever. BMW has updated the suspension calibration with new dampers and anti-roll bar tuning that enhances stability during hard cornering without sacrificing daily comfort. The electronically controlled adaptive suspension reacts in milliseconds to road conditions, and the steering field, often criticized in older BMW, has been significantly improved. There's a new level of feedback and weight, especially in sport mode, that connects you more directly to the road surface. Inside, the cabin blends futuristic tech with motorsport-inspired design. The 2025 model receives BMW's latest 8.5 infotainment system, displayed through a wide curved screen that stretches across the dashboard. This setup integrates a 12.3-inch digital gauge cluster and a 14.9-inch central touchscreen. The interface is intuitive, fluid, and packed with features from customizable drive modes to real-time G-force and telemetry readouts. Voice control is now quicker, smarter, and capable of recognizing natural speech commands with minimal delay. Materials in the cabin are top. The standard seats are heavily bolstered and supportive, perfect for spirited drives but comfortable enough for long hauls. But if you opt for the optional carbon bucket seats, you get that true race-ready feel. They're lighter, lower, and provide even more lateral support, though getting in and out of them might take a little practice. Carbon fiber trim is tastefully spread throughout the interior, giving it that high-performance aesthetic without feeling overdone. New for 2025 is also the updated ambient lighting system and expanded personalization options. You can now choose from more interior trims, stitching colors, and exterior paint finishes than ever before. BMW's frozen colors return, with hues like frozen Portimao blue and frozen Brooklyn gray standing out as fan favorites. The car looks muscular, wide, and menacing, especially when viewed from the rear, where quad exhausts and a subtle trunk lip spoiler hint at its true capabilities. Driver assistance tech has been upgraded as well. While purists might shy away from these features, they're hard to ignore in a modern daily driver. Lane keeping assist, adaptive cruise control with Stop and Go, and BMW's highway assistant all come standard on the Competition trim. Features take some of the stress out of long drives, allowing you to enjoy the M4's capabilities without constantly fighting traffic. Now, let's talk about the drive itself. On twisty mountain roads, the M4 feels alive. The chassis is incredibly well balanced, with minimal understeer and razor-sharp turn-in. With the xDrive system, grip is almost supernatural, allowing you to push harder and exit corners with confidence. In rear-wheel drive mode, things get a little more playful. The tail can break loose under throttle, but it does so progressively, giving you ample time to correct. Whether you're carving canyons or tearing up a back road, the M4 delivers a connected, visceral experience. And yet, despite all its track-ready credentials, the M4 remains civilized in day-to-day use. Put it in comfort mode, and the suspension softens. The engine note quiets down, and the car becomes a relaxed cruiser. The duality of the M4 is what makes it so special. It's a car you can take to the track on a Saturday and to dinner on a Sunday. It's powerful without being brutish, refined without being sterile. Fuel economy, while never the focus of an M car, has been slightly improved thanks to updated engine tuning and transmission software. Expect around 16 to 18 miles per gallon in the city and up to 24 on the highway in the Competition X. Not earth-shattering, but for a car pushing over 500 horsepower, it's respectable. In terms of pricing, the 2025 M4 starts just above $79,000 for the standard manual coupe. The Competition trim bumps that to around $84,000, and the X variant pushes it north of $88,000 before options. Add in carbon bucket seats, upgraded wheels, special paint, and the carbon exterior package, and you're easily looking at six figures. But for those who appreciate what the M4 represents: heritage, engineering, and performance, it's a price that makes sense. So, who is the 2025 BMW M4 for? It's for the driver who wants more than just straight-line speed. It's for the person who respects tradition but embraces innovation. It's for the enthusiast who wants to feel every corner, every gear change, every heartbeat of the machine. The 2025 M4 isn't perfect, but that's what makes it interesting. It has character, depth, and a soul forged on the Nürburgring. You've driven an M4 before. This version will feel instantly familiar, but undeniably better. If you haven't, you're in for a treat. Whether you go manual or automatic, rear drive or xDrive, coupe or convertible, you're getting one of the best all-around performance cars on the market today. That's it for today's deep dive on the 2025 BMW M4. Let us know in the comments what you think. Would you spec it with a manual, or go full Competition xDrive? Would you take it over the new C63, or even the RS5? We want to hear from you. Thanks for watching Drive Dynamic, where passion meets the pavement. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to like, subscribe, and ring that bell. We've got more performance reviews, behind-the-wheel experiences, and insider automotive content coming your way. Until next time, keep your hands at 10 and 2, and your eyes on the apex. Would you like a shorter version, or voice-over ready version with pacing cues and audio suggestions?